Yay! Okay, so to make these really simple cupcakes, you're going to need a few things. First, you're going to want a large bowl, and this is where you're going to mix your ingredients together. You're also going to need a couple of cupcake tins, so I've got 2 here, as well as some cupcake cases to put your mixture in. Then, ingredients wise, you're going to need 4 ounces of self-raising flour, 4 ounces of margarine, so like cooking spread, 4 ounces of sugar, and 2 medium-sized eggs. So I've already measured out all my ingredients, so now I'm going to mix them all together in the bowl. Okay, so first I'm going to pour the flour into the bowl. Get all of your ingredients in the bowl. Next I'm going to put the butter in, scrape it in. And then the sugar. And then the eggs, which I've cracked into this glass. Now with this recipe you can put all the ingredients in at the same time, just mix it all up together. So now I'm going to use these whisks here. You can probably do this with a spoon, but it'll be much easier with this electric mixer. So now I'm going to beat up my mixture until it's light and creamy. Once you've mixed it all up, it should look something like that, like really well beaten together and all smooth, and no clumps of mixture left. And now you're going to put it in the tray. Okay, so you need to get your cupcake cases and lay them out into the trays like I've done here. Now the easiest way to do this is probably going to be with 2 spoons, and you want to take your mixture and dollop it into the trays. I'm not entirely sure how many this is going to make, but you want about an even amount of mixture in each cupcake case, so probably something like what I've just done there. So about that much mixture in your case. And you're going to want to do that until you've filled all the cases. If you've got any leftover mixture, you can always top up some of the smaller cases. But the main thing here is to try and get the same amount in each one. Okay, so I've filled all my cupcake cases now, and I filled 18 cases with that amount of mixture, which is a good number of cupcakes. So next thing you're going to want to do is turn the oven on and put them in the oven. You're going to want to heat the oven to about 190 degrees, okay? And then once it's warmed up, you can put the cakes in. Now my oven's up to temperature, I can put the cakes in. You're going to want to set a timer for 15 minutes because that's how long they're going to take to cook. After 15 minutes, your cake should be done. You can test them with a little pokey thing. And then you want to take them out of the oven. Once you take them out of the oven, you want to leave them in the trays to cool for a bit before you put them on a cooling rack. Okay, once you've taken your cakes out of the oven and they've cooled a bit in the tray, you're going to want to take them out and put them on a cooling rack like here, or just leave them on the side. Once you leave them to cool down, you're going to want to make the icing. So here I've got 4 ounces of icing sugar, and I'm going to add some water to this, really very slowly, to make the icing to put over the cakes. Okay. So with making the icing, the most important thing is that you add the water really slowly. So I've just got this spoon here, and I'm just going to add a couple of spoonfuls, and I'm going to stir this around. But it will take less water than you think, so you don't just want to pour it in there, otherwise it will get too runny. A bit more. You want to keep adding this until you get a nice icing consistency. Once you've mixed it, your icing should look like this. See, it's still quite runny, but nice and thick as well. To ice the cakes, you're going to want to take kind of a teaspoon and just drizzle the icing over the top, and you can spread it out with the back of the spoon. Probably take a couple of teaspoons of icing. You've got to remember that this icing has got to cover all 18 of your cakes. So you drizzle it over and just use the back of the spoon to push the icing to the edges. And there you go. It's a bit messy, but it will spread out, and you can put it back on and start icing the rest. So here are the finished cakes. I iced the rest of them, some of them are a bit messy, and then just found some decorations in the cupboard. I've got some jelly diamonds and sprinkles, but you can put anything you want to decorate them. So that's the cakes. Very easy and simple to make. Hardly took me any time at all. And they do taste really good.